Welcome back, everyone. Michael and Katrina here with STR Wealth Academy, where we show you how to use short-term rentals to build long-term wealth. Okay. And in today's video, what we're going to go through are the 4 essential tools you need as an operator in order to automate, streamline, and just run the day-to-day aspects of a short-term rental business.
Yeah, this is such an exciting topic. I know maybe it's not sexy when we talk about softwares and what you can do, but the reason it's so exciting is because this is how you get your time freedom back, how you can start streamlining your short-term rental Airbnb business and make it more profitable, the less day-to-day, because guys, short-term rentals are a very active strategy. That's usually why there's a higher income potential with it, but it is very active. And this is why a lot of people won't do it, and why people like us in our business, our short-term rental management business, exists, because it's such an active strategy. But you don't have to do it all. You don't have to be the chief, the cook, the bottle washer. And one of the main things to do and to have early on in your business is software.
Yes.
This is massive. Even if you have 1 or 2, these are the essentials to get you going.
And it's really actually pretty neat because like when we first started in this industry back in 2018, a lot of the stuff we're going to show you didn't really exist or wasn't anywhere near as good as it is now.
Yeah.
The amount of technical capability that's come into this industry is pretty astonishing. So we're going to take you through some of the different tools we use to run our multi-million-dollar portfolio. So if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be alerted when we drop new videos on the channel. But what we're going to do is we're going to screen share here really quick. We're going to take you through some of the different tools and systems we use to run our business. At the time this is being recorded, we currently run a portfolio of around 65 listings in 3 different cities, and to date made over $10 million in this industry. So
yeah, and guys, softwares are your friend in so many ways. I think a lot of people get nervous when they're getting into softwares, but this can really alleviate the day-to-day operations of your business. And let's just dive in, because this is huge and needed, because either going to eliminate, automate, or delegate, and softwares really eliminate that human error. It just makes it so much easier so items are not missed in the day-to-day of your short-term rental business.
So in this video, we're going to talk about the tools you need as a beginner. Then further on down the road, we'll make a video if you're a more advanced operator, what tools you'll need here. But if you're just getting started out, these are the 4 essential tools you absolutely need to have if you want to be successful in this industry. So we're going to go ahead here. We're going to pop our screen open. So the first thing we're looking at here, this is called Hospitable. Okay. This is a channel manager software. So if you're new, essentially what that means is that when you list your property on Airbnb, VRBO, and Booking.com, rather than having to go into all these different platforms and having to message on this one and that one and this one over there, it just simply brings it all under one interface and makes it a lot easier to run and manage your business.
Yeah, guys, this is a must-have. There is so many channel managers out there. When we started back in 2018, it didn't even exist. I think there was 1 or 2 just starting out.
It's very limited.
Now there's so many options out there. There's a reason we ourselves use Hospitable. We're going to do a separate video on Hospitable and why we love it as a channel manager. We have tried many channel managers out there and grown with the industry, but this is the most robust one that we have for our scale as well. But a lot of our students will use this too because of its capabilities. This is with a channel manager, as Michael said, it manages all the channels. So if you get booked on VRBO, it automatically blocks on every other channel that you're on. You run your business from this interface, not the individual one. So this is what's amazing. It automates your business, streamlines it. You can do automatic templates out to guests, a unified inbox. You can manage your calendar from here. It can create automatic reviews. There is so many incredible things. There's a direct booking website. You can look at metrics, the operations. You can assign tasks to your team. This is a very high level reason we love this software. And we're going to get into this. It has a great AI capability as well.
Yeah, it's really cool. So right now I'm just inside the unified inbox here. So as you can see, a number of different messages have come in. This fellow is booked on Airbnb. What we really like about Hospitable in particular is, as of right now, this is being recorded. They are amongst the leaders in AI and how you can actually interact and respond to guests. So this morning, this fellow was having an issue operating one of the showers in the unit. Okay, so we just gave them some more instructions. It's like, okay, we missed that now. So rather than having to type a reply, I can just quickly hit this button, and then within seconds, bang, we got a response off. Boom. boom, we send it out to the guest. Okay.
Yeah, and it's able to look at the entire conversation, what it's about, and then create a crafted response if you're needing help. So this it can be really helpful with guests that are maybe not so great or have a really tough question, and you can start automating that way, and it can just streamline your business so well.
It's really helpful too because you can set it up where it'll actually integrate with your smart locks. So automatically generate codes that are unique to that specific reservation. So anytime a booking comes through, the guest code will not work until the designated check-in time, and then it will disengage after the checkout time. So just for property security, it makes things a lot simpler, a lot more streamlined, and it also gives that additional protection to the home.
So you can see on the left-hand side of the activity, these are all of our templates that go out, and shows which ones have already gone out and which ones you can still edit because they still need to be sent out. So you can edit it, you can turn off some of these templates. These are templates that we have in our training and in our coaching, and we have a lot of touch points with the guest. And these are actually custom templates for the guest's name, the place they're staying at, the dates. And this is what's really cool with Hospitable, that you can actually do the customizability with this platform.
It's massive, yeah, 100%. So again, just a quick little tour here. We'll do a separate video to get more into the intricate features that we really like, but it's really helpful to see. So here's a new property we actually just launched at the top here, which is pretty cool. So we're just opening up today. But it's really neat. You can show your entire portfolio, where you're getting your bookings from. So you can see this is from Airbnb, this is from VRBO, this is from booking.com. So it's just really helpful to see like where you're getting your business from. They have a really cool metrics page that can break down and give you a lot more insight on how things are performing, what's working, what's not working, all those different intricate details. So we can just touch on that really quick and then we'll keep things moving along here. But again, Hospitable, we really, really like it. It's a game changer for our business. And it's been a very, very helpful tool. So right now, as you can see, a lot of our business is still coming from Airbnb. We do have some plans to start driving a lot more business direct outside of the main OTAs. But as you can see right now, Airbnb is the main juggernaut in our business, 100%. So
you can look at occupancy, you know, the revenue per night. You can do average nightly rate. Like, as you can see, we're heading into summer, so our average nightly rate is heading up, 40%. You're like, holy smokes, it went up 40%. It's like, yes, we are heading into summer months now, right? This is where you can make a lot of money, especially if you're in that kind of market.
100%.
So that's an overview of our Hospitable account and our channel manager, which we love, and some of the features of it. Like I said, we're going to do another separate video deep diving into a lot of the capabilities of Hospitable and our channel manager and why we love it. So let's hop into the second essential software that we use for our business. This is Price Labs. This is our dynamic pricing tool. We absolutely love this. This is a must for your business. We still use it today. All of our students get on with a dynamic pricing tool. There's lots of options out there. We specifically love to use Price Labs for many reasons. It's integration into our channel manager, and also price of it as well is very economical, and they're fair with it. I'm going to give you a really quick example. If let's say, so at the time we have the software right now, we in our portfolio, about I'll say 1/3 of our portfolio has month or long bookings when we have it. And if we have a really long booking, we actually don't get charged by Price Labs because they're not doing anything because we have a really long booking. So if we have those longer term bookings, they don't charge that monthly fee on that listing because they're not doing anything with it. So they're really fair with our pricing. The integration is great, and we love the customizability with this one as well.
So essentially what this tool does is it actually looks into your market. It lets you know what the supply, what the demand looks like. It takes factors like seasonality into account. It takes holidays into account. They even have like a Taylor Swift filter, because I guess, she's on world tour right now. So it's a big deal. And, obviously as a host, you'd be able to charge a lot more for kind of one-off events like that.
So it really scrapes the data of the comparables of your listing to ones in your area and in your city. Yeah. So if you have a 2-bed, 2-bath and it's in a certain location, it'll pull in the data of different 2-bed, 2-bath suites in that area, and maybe have different amenities of it. It starts really being able to give a really good idea of what your base price should be in that area and making sure that you're getting booked in a higher occupancy. So
it's really helpful. We just went into one of the pages here. So it just gives you a quick rundown of, what rates they believe you should be charging for certain days. You can see like on weekends as an example, it's obviously bumping the price up because weekends are typically higher demand dates. Then usually your Monday through Thursday, there's a little bit of a lull during the week. So to get those dates booked, it's going to discount the rates in order to get someone coming through. So again, It's dynamic in nature. So it's not static pricing where you see some people charge just $200 a night all year round. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas or New Year's or,
That's a
middle.
flat rate. It's a static price. It does not change.
Exactly.
Dynamic in its name, it changes with supply and demand and how everything is coming through, and is able to do that research for you.
One of the things we really like about this tool in particular is the amount of customization options that you have, which is really, really interesting. So in here, it can give you a lot of insights into what you should be charging for your nightly rate. What are some of the different presets you have and customizations to take into account? Like, do you want to charge premium for far out rates? How much of a discount do you want to apply when things are getting closer? How much demand sensitivity is there for various times of the year? So we can do a whole separate video and talk about this because, if you're new, this could be somewhat of an overwhelming topic, but bottom line is that there's a lot of customization within a tool like this, and it can really make a dramatic difference in the amount of revenue and nightly rate that you can see out of a property.
So having a dynamic pricing tool, it filters into your channel manager or directly into Airbnb, whatever platform that you're on, and it pushes daily. So this is a massive thing to also realize, that it pushes daily into your calendar, and Airbnb and those other sites love to see activity on their calendars, on their platform, and this will give you an SEO rank boost as well. So having a dynamic pricing tool and adjusting prices daily is massive, and a really good tip to make sure that you are getting higher visibility on each platform.
Cool. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how we can increase revenue on a property. But now one of the other tools you're definitely going to need as a new host is, once you get your cleaning team up and running, or if you're perhaps going to be doing it yourself in the beginning, you're going to need to know what days the properties need to be cleaned. So the tool that we recommend for anyone that's newer to this is a system called Turno. Okay. Now, this is a tool that used to be called Turnover Airbnb. They've rebranded since then. There's the whole story around that, which we'll probably get into. But here's a quick look at what it looks like.
So Turno is essentially industry standard of the short-term rental software that we have for Airbnbs and short-term rental. It integrates very well with our channel manager, with Airbnb. And what essentially it does is it pulls in the reservations that come in from your short-term rental business, puts it onto the calendar, and then you can assign it to cleaners. So either yourself, or let's say you have cleaners you've hired, there's a cleaner app and a host app, and you can start assigning those cleans to them. So Turno is, I would say, one of the most basic and essential cleaning apps that you absolutely need for your short-term rental business. What's incredible with this platform is that you can actually search in the database for cleaners in your area that are specifically for Airbnb and short-term rentals. So on Turno, there's you can actually post your listing on here. You can say, hey, I'm looking for a cleaner. So this is what's amazing, especially when you're, let's say, out of country or out of state. And we've had this happen where suddenly our cleaner couldn't show up to a job and we needed a new cleaner. We had to put on an ad essentially to the cleaner marketplace. We got someone same day within hours to clean our property for us. You can pay cleaners through this actual app itself. If you have, let's say, a booking that just comes in super last minute, it pushes to that cleaner's calendar right away. If you have an extension or deletion on your calendar on Airbnb, it actually pushes immediately to Turno as well. So it's a very, very important tool to use to schedule your cleaners.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other things that are super helpful, especially again if you're brand new and just getting into this. So again, it does pull all of the jobs into one interface, so you can see what cleans are happening on each day, and then also your cleaners can see where they need to be each day of the week too. So it just makes it a lot easier. You can also upload checklists into Turno as well, so the cleaners know exactly what your parameters are, what you want to have done. They can upload photos into the app and also alert you if there's any issues that happened at a property. So again, for a beginner that's getting into this, and if you are on with Hospitable, by the way, the subscription to Turno is actually free. So kind of a tough
price to beat.
Yeah.
So 100% make sure you get this like right away. Number one, it's free with the channel manager. Usually most channel managers, but I know there's a special relationship that they have with Hospitable that it integrates with it, and it's free once you get it from there.
Okay, so this brings us to the final tool that you need to have if you're a brand new short-term rental operator or a short-term rental host. That is QuickBooks, okay? you need to have a system in order to track your income and expenses. Okay, now there's a lot of different systems out there. There's Wave accounting, there's Xero. For someone that's just getting into this, QuickBooks is by far and away the easiest one to use that I've seen through experience. And when we get to the video where we show you some of the advanced applications that you can plug into QuickBooks, the amount of automations and capabilities that exist within that interface are just second to none.
Yeah, guys, you have to know your books. This is a business, and QuickBooks is bar none one of the simplest, most easy ones to ties into a lot of our systems, a lot of the softwares that we have. And this is massive to get early on in your business because you don't know what you don't track.
So as of right now, I have the privacy filter turned on just for obvious reasons, okay?
But we actually have one, as you can see, a QuickBooks account.
So when you first log in, this is kind of your dashboard. So it'll give you a rundown of what's your income, what's your expenses, what accounts do you have hooked up. Again, I know I have privacy turned on just again for,
obvious reasons.
Anonymity, but reports, this will give you everything you need to know with your profit and loss, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement. They have a lot of other really cool customizations that I really like. There's profit and loss by month, so you can see trends in your business month over month as you're tracking your numbers. The other thing that's massive is a report called profit and loss by class, okay? So this is actually how you can drill down profit and loss statements on a per property level, okay? Because when you start scaling and you start adding multiple units to your portfolio, it's really hard to tell if you aren't tracking on an individual listing basis how well each property is actually doing, and is a property worth keeping, or does it make more sense just to stop managing or stop running it and then get into something that might perform a little bit better, okay? We'll do future videos on how to really drill into the intricacies of your financials on your properties, but these are the main tools you want to definitely be using as you are getting your short-term rental business started and you are starting to build this type of business.
So just as a summary, the first tool you really want is a channel manager. Again, this is going to help really automate a lot of your messaging, having a unified inbox, and just it's such an incredible tool and a must-have and essential for your short-term rental Airbnb business. Even if you have one, only 2 listings, I'd highly recommend getting it off the get-go. Second one is having a dynamic pricing tool software such as Price Labs. There are other ones out there. This will make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table, and their support is incredible if you want to know how to set up and integrate it with your account and make sure that you're setting up the pricing right to get bookings at the optimal level and the highest occupancy that you can get.
So the third software you're definitely going to want to have again is Turno. This is going to be super helpful for you to be able to automate the cleaning jobs that come through after you have checkouts on every single property. So if you're just getting started, you want to have this set up right away because it's going to really streamline the day-to-day operations of your business, especially on cleaning, because without cleaning, you don't have a business in this industry.
Basics.
Okay. Final one again is QuickBooks. Again, you're going to need a system to track your income and expenses. You need to know how well your properties are performing, which ones are worth keeping, which ones may need to be shut down, or what adjustments can you make at the property level to either increase the income or reduce the expenses in operating that property on a month-to-month basis. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, these are the 4 essential tools you need in order to operate a short-term rental business as a beginner. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and comment in the box below. Let us know if you have any questions or feedback. And again, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. We appreciate having you here. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we drop future videos. If you like this video, again, we appreciate it so much, and we can't wait to see you in the upcoming videos we're going to be doing with you.
All right, see you in the next video, guys.
Take care.